If physical education is just 45 minutes of aimless running to burn off energy, students will treat it exactly like that, an empty placeholder. To make this time count, we need a structure that connects gym class to life outside it. In the next 5 minutes, you are going to learn how to transform a basic, everyday drill into a real-world PE lesson. This transformation rests on 3 specific steps. First, we name a life skill. Second, we create an authentic task. And third, we close with a guided reflection. Before we begin, grab a notebook and think of a basic drill you already teach. For our working example, we are going to use a standard relay race. Structuring a lesson around real-world skills provides a roadmap for students to use gym time as a laboratory for the social and personal habits they need outside of school. Step 1. Select one specific life skill and explicitly name it at the start of class. It is tempting to think students naturally absorb social-emotional lessons simply by playing a team game. The research shows they don't. You have to point it out. The most effective way to do this is to use a direct scripting formula. Tell them what the skill is and immediately connect it to a specific scenario they face outside of school. For example, when teaching cooperation in a team game, explain how that exact dynamic applies to classroom group projects and future collaboration in the workplace. If the unit focuses on skill practice, identify that as perseverance. Tell them that pushing through a tough drill builds the exact resilience they need for a difficult math assignment. And if you are running a fitness unit, frame it around goal setting, tying personal records directly to lifelong health habits and personal responsibility. Stating these connections out loud gives students a recognizable purpose behind the physical exertion. When they know why they are sweating, their motivation increases immediately. Step 2 is to modify your chosen drill into an authentic task, something that mimics actual challenges students will face in real life. Let's look at our baseline example, the standard relay race. Normally, the single objective here is straightforward speed. We transform this basic race into a community wellness challenge by adding constraints. Station 1 requires carrying weighted equipment along a specific path. At Station 2, they stop to read a fitness chart. Finally, Station 3 requires fast decision-making and communication under pressure. A common mistake when redesigning drills like this is making the physical mechanics themselves overly complicated to manage. Keep the physical mechanics simple. The only things you are changing are the context and the constraints around the movement. This constraint-based design builds what educators call transfer, the ability to take a learned skill, like communicating under stress, and successfully use it in a completely new setting. Step 3 secures the lesson's impact through a structured closing activity, like a quick discussion, a journal entry, or an exit ticket. To make this effective, use highly specific prompts. First, ask them to write down one clear strategy that helped their team succeed that day. Second, ask them to identify exactly what adjustments they made when their initial plan didn't work. And third, ask them to name a specific situation outside of the gym where they could apply the day's core skill. The biggest operational failure here is simply running out of time. Teachers frequently skip this reflection because the physical activity runs slightly over schedule. The solution is strictly mechanical. Set a hard stop alarm on your phone for 3 minutes before dismissal. When it goes off, all equipment drops immediately. Reflection is the mechanism that takes a temporary elevated heart rate and turns it into evidence-based knowledge students can remember. By applying these 3 steps, we took a basic speed relay and rebuilt it into a structured task that actively teaches and locks in the skill of cooperation. This framework provides district leaders with evidence that PE lessons target specific wellness and social-emotional learning goals alongside physical activity. Your challenge is to implement this exact structure in tomorrow's class. State the skill clearly, run the authentic task, and ask one reflection question at the end. Small, routine changes to your instruction shift how students think about every activity, helping them carry the habits they practice in the gym into their daily lives.